Well, now joining me on WION Newsroom is Adya Jadeja, who will give us all the insights from the world of business. Nikita Singh giving us the buzz from the tech world, and Athira Sasidharan, who will get us all the updates from the world of sports. And we begin by going over to Adya for market updates. Over to you, Adya.
Thank you so much, Jyotsna. Global markets opened the week on a cautious note. Gold prices slid, currencies swung, and energy firms trimmed workforces amid shifting economic tides. Here's a quick look at the top business trends shaping the global economy today. Global gold prices fell as easing US-China trade tensions and a stronger dollar dampened the demand for the safe haven metal. The dollar hit a two-week high against the yen, making gold costlier for other currency holders. Markets are now focused on this week's Federal Reserve meeting, where a quarter-point rate cut is expected. Analysts say gold's broader uptrend could hold if central banks stick to loose monetary policy. But from precious metals to politics and markets, Argentina's vote results are setting off a fresh rally. Markets are set to gain after President Javier Milei's party scored a decisive victory in legislative elections. The win gives Milei momentum to push ahead with his economic overhaul and unlock continued US fiscal backing. This includes a $20 billion swap line and talks for another package. The peso jumped nearly 5% in crypto trading, and investors expect bond and equity gains when markets open. UBS calls the result a strong mandate for reform. From Argentina's rally to Asia's digital shift, Japan takes a big step in the stablecoin race. The country has launched its first stablecoin pegged to the yen, signaling a gradual digital transformation in one of the world's most cash-reliant economies. Startup JPYC will issue coins backed by domestic savings and Japanese government bonds, while Japan's three mega banks are also planning their own digital currencies. Stablecoins pegged to the dollar still dominate over 99% of the global supply, but Japan's entry marks a key step in Asia's push for regulated crypto adoption. Cashless payments in Japan have already risen to 43%, up from just 13% in 2010. From digital finance to fossil fuels, cost cuts now dominate the energy sector. US and European oil majors are slashing jobs as they move from consolidation to cost-cutting amid lower oil prices. ConocoPhillips plan to trim up to 25% of its workforce, with Canadian layoffs starting next week. Chevron will reduce staff by 20%, while ExxonMobil and BP have also announced thousands of cuts. Analysts say this marks the deepest shale job reduction in 3 years as companies focus on efficiency after massive mergers. This is it from the world of business. Now for all the tech updates, it's over to you, Nikita.
Well, thanks so much, Adya. First up, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, during an interview with CBS, has said that the United States and China have reportedly finalized a deal over TikTok. Now, Bessent said that both sides have ironed out all the details, with the agreement expected to be signed by Presidents Donald Trump and Xi Jinping in South Korea this Thursday. Under Trump's executive order, TikTok's US operations, including its algorithms, source code, and moderation, will shift to a new board led by Oracle, which will oversee security. Australia's competition watchdog has taken Microsoft to court, accusing the tech giant of misleading millions of consumers. The Australian Competition and Consumer Commission says that from October last year, Microsoft implied users had to switch to more expensive Microsoft 365 plans bundled with its new AI tool, Copilot. Now, in reality, cheaper plans without the AI feature were still available. The regulator claims about 2.7 million Australians were affected. Now, Microsoft has said it's reviewing the allegations. And lastly, PayPal is warning users about a surge in phishing attacks using real PayPal email addresses to look authentic. Now, the scam involves a fake invoice for a large purchase PayPal users never made, paired with a phone number to dispute the charge. If victims call the listed number, they are connected to scammers posing as PayPal support, who then try to steal credit card details or trick users into paying fake fees. PayPal's message is simple: don't pay, don't phone. Instead, the company is urging its consumers to log directly into their PayPal accounts to verify any charges. Now, the company says it's stepping up detection and blocking of scam accounts, but warns users to stay alert, saying that even legitimate-looking emails can be traps. Now, that's it from the world of tech. Now, my colleague Athra would be taking you through some sports updates. Over to you, Athra. Thank you so much, Nikita, for all the tech updates. Now let's look at the top sports stories we're tracking for you at this hour. We'll begin with cricket, where concerning news is coming in. India's ODI vice captain Shreyas Iyer has been admitted to a hospital in Sydney. He's currently in the ICU after suffering internal bleeding resulting from a ribcage injury. Iyer injured himself after taking a brilliant catch running backwards to dismiss Alex Carey during the third ODI against Australia. Iyer is now expected to remain in the ICU for a few more days before being shifted to a general ward. Staying with cricket, Australian captain Pat Cummins will miss the first Ashes test due to a back injury. The 32-year-old hasn't bowled since Australia's 3-0 series sweep of the West Indies in the Caribbean in July. Cummins is expected to be able to bowl shortly. The aim is for him to be fit for the second test in Brisbane, which begins on December 4th. Former skipper Steve Smith will lead Australia in Cummins' absence in the series opener on November 21 in Perth. Over in tennis now, world number 2 Jannik Sinner came from a set down to beat Alexander Zverev and lift the Vienna Open title. It's the Italian's 4th title of the season and the 22nd of his career. 4-time Grand Slam champion Sinner reached the final without dropping a set. But the top seed looked completely off rhythm early on against world number 3 Alexander Zverev. However, he managed to fight back and win the match 3-6, 6-3, 7-5. It's Sinner's second triumph in Vienna after also winning the title in 2023. Shifting focus to Formula One now, Lando Norris claimed a dominant win at the Mexico Grand Prix to lead the championship from his teammate Oscar Piastri for the first time since April. Charles Leclerc held off Max Verstappen in the closing laps for the second position, and Piastri could only manage 5th, struggling to get past Haas driver Oliver Bierman late on. This victory marked Norris's first win in Mexico, his 6th of the season and the 10th of his career. Norris now leads with 357 points, followed by Piastri with 356 points and Verstappen in the third with 321 points. There are only 4 more races remaining this season. Well, with that, we've come to the end of the sports segment. It's back to you, Jyotsna.
Well, thank you so much, Athira. Thank you so much, Nikita and Adya, for giving all the updates from sports, tech, and business. With that, we call a wrap to this bulletin. Do stay tuned. News and updates will follow on the other side. You're watching Beyond World is One. Stay tuned.